Okay, can you all hear me now? All right, let me know if you all can hear me now. Oh, Lord, family. I done gave a whole speech. Uh, I did not know that I hit the sound off. It must have been when I was putting it up in the thing for you all to see the spread. Oh, Lord. All right, so I'm going to have to put, what minute mark is this? This is like the 6-minute mark. I'm going to have to put everybody to fast forward to the 6-minute mark, right? Because before then, there's no sound. Okay, so what I was saying, family, because I have to reiterate what I was saying because you all didn't catch it. I'm doing a reading on a young lady. I'm just trying to pronounce her name correctly, and I know that I'm not going to get it correctly, family. Please don't come for me, right? Spirit already know who this young lady is, all right? So the ancestors already know who this young lady is. Her name is Sudiksha Konanki, right? That's how I'm pronouncing it. But this is a 20-year-old college student who I believe went missing during spring break. She went to, I believe, the Dominican Republic. If I'm mistaken, please put in the comment section. That is, fine. Someone said that this young girl was swept away by the current, right? By the waves. So someone said that she was saved and then she was swept away, right? So somebody tried to retrieve her and then she was swept away. Okay, as many stories going on out there. I don't know. You all can just you feel free to plug it in. This is the thing, family. The reason why we tap into spiritual messages is for the ancestors to give us clarity, right? Into things we cannot see with the naked eye or people try to hide or deceive us about. That's why we tap in, right, to spiritual messages. That's why we do scries, anything else that we do utilizing spiritual tools, right? We praying for this young girl and her family, right? But I have so many questions for the ancestors. Also, I did pick up some energy before this live, and I will put out what I've picked up regarding this case, right, family? And I apologize that it was no sound. I accidentally hit one of the buttons while I was plugging this gadget up in there, okay? And it knocked the sound. I cut the sound off and didn't even notice, okay? Thank you, family, for letting me know that it was no sound in there, because had I not looked in the comment section, I wouldn't have known. All right, so everybody, I will put in the comment section and please forward to the 6-minute mark, because before then, you're not going to be able to hear anything else, right? So let's look at this young girl, Sudiksha Konanki, right? Let's see what the ancestors bring forth regarding what happened to her, because I have so many questions, right? This young girl honestly just got swept away in the current, right? Clarity into the situation. All right, just look over that. I got some harsh things going on here. and maybe somebody energy. All right, let's see. How's the sound now? Am I still vibrating, family? It's better? Okay. Okay. All right. It's family, it's the energy in here. I tell you, the ancestors had me utilizing something different, right? Um, and I know they said that this young girl is Indian descent, right? She and that could be why, because now when I think about it, the aroma does kind of smell like that, like something that, those of that descent would use, right? Because I smell it living in Queens, right? Going up there to Ozone Park. It's like um it's like a little area, a little section, right? Where a lot of Indians are at, and you can smell that aroma all the time. All right, let's go in here. Clarity into the situation, ancestors. Regarding Sudiksha Konanki. And I know I'm mispronouncing the name, family. Energy is crazy. Something happened in here. Something happened in here, right? I asked the ancestors 2 questions. One, did this young girl was just out there, honestly, just in the water swimming and some current swept her away? Or did somebody do this to this young girl, right? Did somebody do this intentionally to this young girl, right? I asked a question. Let's look at what the ancestors bring out regarding that question, those 2 questions that I've asked, right? And other things that's going on here in the spread. So I got the crust over, right? Something evil. Ancestors said, look deeper into this evil and wicked things that occurred, right? So we got to take a deeper look into this. Something happened here, right? But somebody's also trying to clean this up. You see, somebody is responsible, right? Or had a part, whatever, into something evil and wicked, something sinister going on here, right? This is something sinister. And they are backtracking, cleaning it up. All right, let's go in here, right? We're praying for the family. The ancestors to reveal the messages. Woo, child, this is crazy. Before that even happened, I felt the energy. It was like I looked up. Somebody's guilty of some wrongdoing in here, right? I looked up and I seen this baby face. All right, I was shuffling and I just looked up and it was like I saw this young girl face right there. Oh, that's that energy is coming through crazy. Right? So somebody's guilty of some wrongdoing, right? Touching things, touching her, doing things that they don't have no business doing, right? Yeah, somebody's trying to clean this up. Oh, messages. And her throat is no doubt that something was swallowed. Messages that she wants to know. Yeah, somebody's telling lies. Somebody was successful in sacrificing her, right? So they were successful at this. You understand? Somebody sacrificed her. So they were successful at doing this. Okay, so they were successful at taking her out of here, covering it up, cleaning it up, right? They were successful at that. This is a sacrifice, straight up sacrifice. That's her first message, right? Sometimes people sacrifice you for a number of reasons, right, family? Sometimes people will sacrifice you because they want something that you have and they can't get it, right? Some people will sacrifice you for your position. Some people will, it's many of reasons, right? She crossed over because it was a sacrifice. Somebody sacrificed her. Somebody also could sacrifice you utilizing it as a ritual. So there's many reasons why somebody will sacrifice you, right? Here's a government official. I even got to look at, yes, I have to really look at government officials, and I also have to look at people turning a blind eye to things, right? So I got to look at government officials. The government officials, as many of job positions that hold this title, so we could look at the FBI, we could even look at a mailman, right? We can look at the police, right? But we got government officials, okay? But I know that this young girl, not only government officials, but also this young girl needed help, right? Because somebody's in here, they're trying to do something to her, okay? Not only do government officials need assistance in some things, right? So they need assistance regarding her death, right? Or whatever happened, her crossing over, okay? The reason why this young girl is no longer here. So they needed some assistance. They need some assistance in that, okay? I want you all to look at the time, right? The time just tells us, yes, the time frame in something, right? Timing is everything, family. Sometimes people could give you inaccurate time. Some people could have a time for you to meet up with them, right? But timing is everything, right? Somebody's not being truthful about the time, right? They're cleaning up the time. So they could be cleaning up the time that they went somewhere, that they said that they was doing something, that, you know. So, but they cleaning this up. So they backtracking some things regarding their time, okay? So what this person is actually doing in here is they're not being truthful about the time frame of something that they were doing, okay? Because they want them to look like they ain't play a part in something, right? Or have anything to do with something, but they actually did. All right, let's go a little further. Ooh, child. Come through, ancestors. Clarity into the messages, ancestors. Ooh, child. Ooh, child, let's get that. Some flew out. Let's see what this is that flew out the deck. This flew out. Let's look at the water element, because she's telling us about the water, right? So something happened pertaining to water that flew out the deck. So we do got something going on in here, right? We do got something going on in there, but I also know that somebody is guilty of something. There's some harsh things going on there with her. Somebody is not lying. Somebody is lying about something, about the time frame of something. They're cleaning it up. Somebody was successful in doing this, right? Somebody is wicked. I got a female in here too. So a female in here may know something, seen something, heard something. These are people that turn a blind eye to things too. People that turn a blind eye, right? When she need help. Okay? When she need help pertaining to something. All right, here I have a trusted person. All right. So this person who she trusted, all right, I have them in this vicinity as her during this crossover. And I have to look at some evil things, right? Them not showing her the empathy or sympathy, right? Them not looking after her. I have to look at that as well, right? Them happy about some things as well. These people just they just go on with their life, right? They'll do something and just go on about their life like nothing ever happened, right? But they cleaning it up, right? I have to look at the time frame in here that they're not being truthful about, right? But it looks like they was enjoying something over here as well, right? Here's the sacrifice. They were successful in here, and I got to look at this love in here, right? This love that's supposed to be unconditional love, right? But these people sometimes they act like they have your best interest, but they really don't. I got to look at somebody turning a blind eye when she need assistance in here, right? That's somebody who is trusted, she's saying, right? So these are somebody, this is somebody who possibly witnessed something, right? Heard something, knows something, but they turn a blind eye, okay? Yeah. Yeah, so she's there. She's bonded with somebody. Here's the disconnect. So somebody actually sacrificed this girl, played a part in it, because here's the dismember, right? So she wanted to detach themselves from this person, right? Disconnect herself from somebody. So it's basically like you may want to leave because dismember, yeah, it could be somebody could botch you up, somebody could stab you up, right? Somebody could bite you up in pieces. To dismember. Somebody could break a limb on you, right? They dismembered something. You wanting to leave somebody and detach yourself from somebody. That's a dismember. So, in this right here, she actually as well wants to detach herself from somebody. So it's like, okay, it's time for me to go. But somebody may not want you to go, right? Here's the bond in here. So she's there, she's with somebody, she's bonding in here with somebody, right? But look like somebody is ready to go, okay? And then something happened in here because somebody's ready to go. All right, so she's there. Here's a celebration. All right, here's a celebration. Somebody's celebrating some things. Some harmful things happen. I'm seeing her needing help during this harmful situation in here, right? So she need help. This is somebody who's trusted, but it looked like they linked up and was celebrating something, whatever it is, because a celebration could be anything, right? A upcome, a birthday, a holiday, spring break, whatever, okay? But they doing that. Here's the impaired. Right? So I got to look at the impaired. I got to look at a physical impairment. I got to look at impairment because maybe you're utilizing something that'll get you impaired, like a drug or so, you know, drinking, anything like that. And maybe you can't move your limbs because something happened, right? Intoxicated, something, whatever's going on in here, right? The thing is, the time frame that somebody did something to her, right? Or something, or somebody gave her something. Something happened in here. It's not accounted for, okay? This will is steadily turning, and the will is saying that they're not being truthful regarding this. So when they was having a good time and whatever, the time frame is a little off. Something is going on with the time frame, okay, family? All right, let's go into this slave because I want to get into this. The slave, right? It just tells me about harsh mistreatment, right? People utilize you for their benefits. So the slave just lets me know that harsh mistreatment. You can be a labor slave, a sex slave, right? It's different things that they do, but it's just harsh mistreatment going on in here. I tell you, family, not only do you got to look at the word, but sometimes it's the pictures of the message, right? I'm going to say this pertaining to this picture, because when I was tapping in to get ready to come on this live, family, the ancestors had shown me something, and what they showed me was a blue string, right? So this could be a blue string, a blue rope, or whatever that somebody had utilized at some point, right? A blue string or blue rope. So a part of this investigation, they need to be looking for any markers to this, right? All right, let's go into there. Slave. Clarity. Ancestors to the slave. Oh, child. This flew out. So not only do I got to look at some addiction going on in here, right? Because somebody may be addicted to doing harsh things to people. You understand? They may be addicted to that. So they may be repetitively doing harsh things to people. And then I got to look at some other things, right? That flew out. We're going to still go a little deeper into this slave. And like I said, family, everything in here is allegedly, right? So the daughter is somebody's daughter, right? It's a female. So far, I know I got some harsh mistreatment going on. I got some addictions in here. I got a female in here as well. This just says that during this time, see, the daughter's just somebody's daughter, right? So I got another female in there too who witnessed something, who knew something, who seen something, maybe turning the blind eye. May have turned the blind eye to some things because I see it over here, all right? So I have to look at this female as well, right? I have to look at this female as well, right? That's, I got to look at, they could have been all at a gathering. I don't know, because they got a celebration going on here, and the ancestors saying some addiction. I got some people impaired in here, right? So you're doing things that's going to make you happy, right? You're having a good time there. But somebody knew something, heard something, seen something, right? This female in here, but not saying much of what she knows, seen, or heard. Clarity into the addiction, ancestors. So here's the giving and receiving within an addiction. So y'all over there, y'all probably boozing, whatever else is going on in here. All right, whatever else that these young people do on spring break, I don't know. But they're in there, they're giving and receiving. So they're giving each other things there, right? They're having a good time in here. This is what they're saying. It's harsh things going on. But I have somebody in here who knows, right? Like, and it's not saying that it's deserving, right? That's not what this word is saying, that anybody is deserving of what has happened, because they having a good time. Right, let's look a little further into this daughter and this slave. Clarity, ancestors. And you all know, family, everything in here is allegedly. We are getting messages from the spiritual realm. All right, so I got harsh things. I got a daughter and a son. So I got a male and a female in here. The daughter is just tells me it's somebody's daughter, but it's a female. The son just tells me it's somebody's son, right? He's a son. He's somebody's son, but it's a male. So I got harsh things going on here. I got a female and a male in here. They doing some things quite obviously. I got somebody impaired in here. This wheel is turning, right? It's turning for somebody impairedness, but it's also turning for somebody's happiness in here. And the wheel is also telling me somebody's not being truthful, right, of what was going on at that time, right? Because somebody was impaired. So you're under the influence. You probably can't move. You can't function right. Whatever's going on in there, because you're under the influence of something, right? You're giving and receiving. So you're coming together, right? The moments of desire has come together to share with others. So you're in there. You're coming together with somebody. You're giving and receiving. So y'all exchanging things. You're having a good time. This is what's going on in here. Right, let's go a little further into this female. So it's some secrets, right? All right, some secrets going on in here. Clarity into the secrets, ancestors. So secrets. So I got somebody that's holding on to some secrets, right? They don't want someone to know that probably they was possibly with Kanoka and this male, and they have been doing things, right? So they don't want their dad to know about these secrets. So they possibly don't want their father to know, right? Or whoever this dad is, this father figure, right? And then I also got to look at Kanoka herself. But I have somebody in here that they may have turned a blind eye to some things, and may not want to come forward or say some things because they don't want to others to know, right? That they had been associated with these things too. So I got people they want to uphold to probably a reputation or something in here, right? Let's see the guilty. So they turn a blind eye to things. This is somebody who is trusted. I wonder who she went on spring break with, right? If anybody knows, put it in the comment section. Did she go by herself? Did she go with a bunch of other students? Did she go with a friend, right? Put it in there. Did she meet up with somebody who she trusted and things went terribly wrong? All right, guilty. Let's look into the guilty. Clarity into the guilty. And I got to look at this person. Here's the guilty, right? I have someone in here who was guilty because they was conscious of what was going on, right? They was conscious, so they knew what was going on, right? So I have them guilty. I already have somebody who is guilty of some harmful things in here, right? And knew that this young girl needed assistance. Did they know she needed assistance? Because maybe she was impaired under the influence of something, so she couldn't really function at her normal. All right. Let's go. Let me go a little deeper into this guilty and conscious. Yeah. So somebody was over there. They was, first of all, just this realm alone, right? I know that somebody is in here. They under the influence. Okay. Just this realm alone tell me some things. So I know that you out there, you're under the influence of something, right? Alcohol, mixing probably pills, whatever it is. All right. This is all allegedly, but you're doing things with young people, I guess, like to do when they're having a good time. This is the thing, right? Somebody is guilty of overstepping boundaries. They was well aware of what they were doing to this young girl. Not only that, I have somebody in there that's turning the blind eye to some things who was well aware of what was going on as well. And knew that this young girl wasn't at her best. All right? So I'm just going to say that. So if she went in the water and she was impaired in some kind of way, right? Couldn't function to her best, right? You're guilty of some things too, because you knowingly knew that she was like this and you allow her. But then again, I'm seeing some other things that's going on in here, right? All right, let's look at this water. Clarity into the water, ancestors. Here's the secrets. Here's the creation here in the water. So something happened in the water. Yeah. Thank you, ancestors. And I know that's exactly why this happened here in the water. Not only do I got this, right? So this is the new beginnings here in the water. Because, see, somebody, you see this happy and this clean? See, somebody is cleaning up something too, right? They're cleaning something up. So what better way is to take somebody out to the water or do something there at the water to dispose of evidence or get rid of somebody or whatever, right? Because this is the new beginnings here, right? These are the secrets that's going on here within this. Death. So I do have a death in the water, right? As a way of some new beginnings for somebody. This is why, you see the sacrifice in here? Somebody also try to detach themselves from somebody, right? So they're trying to get away from somebody, but it looked like physically they wasn't in the best predicament to begin with to get away from somebody, right? Yeah. There's a lot of things that's going on that tells me that allegedly, right? There's a lot that's going on that tells me that this young girl didn't just go to the water and was swept away. Something led up to before she got in the water, right? Let me go back and reanalyze this spread, right? But some things happened before she even got in the water. Some harmful things already happened before she even got in the water, right? Some harmful things was already taking place. All right, let me see something. Let me go a little further in this water. This birthing is definitely here. And then I'll tell you all what energy that I picked up. So here's the accident, right? The accident, it could have very well been an accident. The accident just tells me about a situation, whether it's a genuine accident or someone trying to make it look like an accident. But I'm going to say this. If this young girl was already under the influence and you allow her to go into the water, see, you just as guilty, right? Guilty of some things because you knew it, but you allow her. See, this is the things about people that she trusted turning a blind eye to things as well, right? People that knew something, saw something, heard something, but they didn't do anything to assist her, right? That's turning a blind eye. It's some more things that's going on here in this case, right? With this accident. All right. So what I have, family, is, let me see what I got written down. Hold on, family. Okay, because I gotta tell you all what I jotted down. So one thing that she did let me know is this perpetrator, right? Well, the person who she was with, I'm just going to say, who was responsible for some things, or who knew some things. This person really, when this person is under probably a great deal of stress, or know that they are about to be exposed for something, they voice really do this high pitched squeak, right? Squeal. And they could actually talk like this sort of regular, but it does get to a high pitched tone. All right, that's one of the things. She also told me that this person who that she is describing, who has turned a blind eye and a lot of things, that they also is a part of going to church on a regular, right? This person goes to church on a regular, and they uphold you know, a position in the church that makes them look like they are a saint of some sort. So I don't know, maybe the energy that this is about, where they probably don't want someone to know, right, where they're keeping secrets, is because maybe they hold that position. I don't know. All right, I'm just jotting down what I've picked up. Another thing is, I don't know, I think she was just describing some of the person, right? She paid great detail to their nose and their hair, okay? So they have a distinct look to their nose, right? So their nose, it looked like their nose maybe a little bit wider, all right, than theirs or than others, right? Very nice thick hair, okay? Another thing is, she let me know is that in the midst of her trying to leave someone, so detach herself from somebody, right? This person, she attacked this person. So this person, on this person's arms, they have these scars, these scratches, right? They have the evidence on their arms. So she let me know that as well. So whomever that she was trying to, whomever that she was with, and she was like, okay, enough is enough, or she maybe want to go back, and they may have been trying to stop her from leaving or whatever. They do have the marks on their arms, right? From her trying to leave this individual, right? So maybe they want to start looking at people's arms. So that's the energy that I was able to pick up and see, family, regarding this case. But we are still praying for this young girl. If she doesn't turn up soon, family, I will go back and do another spread on this young girl. But so far, this is what I'm seeing, family, right? We're praying for her safe return. We're still praying, right? Another thing is in relations to this harsh mistreatment, right? I tell you, family, I want you all to look at this, because ancestors did bring through something regarding a blue rope or blue string. Okay, so something was going on there. So it may be some evidence noticeable or something found regarding to some blue string or blue rope. Okay, so that is what I have on her. What I'm seeing is, this is not just allegedly, this is all allegedly. But what I'm seeing, that this is not just a young girl who went in the water and was swept away. She could have ran to the water, right, to get away from somebody, right, and not knowing, because if you're impaired in some kind of way, and not really, you know, functioning to your best ability, all you know is that you're running, right? Don't know where you're running to, but you're just running, trying to get away. But what I am seeing is that this is just, according to her spread, this is not just a young girl who went out to the water and was swept away. It looked like some other events took place before she even got into the water. And it looked like someone is utilizing that water as a way to clean up something, right? Yeah. Okay. So that's what I have in this case, family. You all could keep me updated and posted in this case. I will go and read some of the comments. Peace Place X. Food Concept said that's what the man who was with her said. He tried to save her from drowning. Miss T, look at Joshua Ribe. I think this is Ribe. He was with her when I feel they were both in the water impaired. Okay, let's look at, I'm just going to do an ancestor spread on Joshua Ribe. Okay, Joshua Ribe. I'm just going to do an ancestor spread, and let's see what the ancestors bring out regarding Joshua Ribe. Okay. Everything that comes out is allegedly family. Okay. What comes out is not saying that anybody is deserving of what has happened to them just because if they was under the influence, right, and something may have happened, but it's just bringing awareness, right? The spiritual realm just bring awareness of the things that has took place, right? That has taken place. Things that people try to hide from us or deceive us regarding things that people don't see with the naked eye. Okay, so I want you all to know that it's not saying that you're deserving of it, but we have to be truthful in the messages. All right, family. Now let's look at Joshua Ribe. I'm only going to do just the ancestor spread, and let's see what the ancestors bring through regarding Joshua Ribe. In this case, when it comes to the young girl, Kanaka. All right. I wonder if they call her Sudi, right? I don't know. Ancestors just pop that out. Okay, let's look at Joshua Ribe in this case. Ooh, there's a lot that came out. Ancestors, the energy is kind of heavy surrounding this young man, Joshua Ribe. But I'm just going to show you all what has come out, but I'm going to put it back in the deck, family, because it's a lot that has come out, right? But we're going to look, and you just keep it in the back of your mind what the ancestors threw out. We got nude, right? Just tells us about violations. Dance. It just lets us know that you were socializing with someone. Abuse. It just let us know that somebody may be getting physical, right, or verbal with someone. Media. It just let us know about communication, no matter how this communication is done, right? Caretaker. It just let us know about somebody who is a caretaker of something or someone. So it could be the caretaker at a hotel, caretaker of the beach, a parent, a guardian, all right? It's caretaker. Obsess. It just let me know that somebody have an obsession with something or someone, right? It lets me know that somebody could be reckless and making faulty choices and decisions. A male. It just let me know I got to look at this male. Illegal drugs. It just lets me know that somebody is utilizing some illegal drugs. It doesn't matter what the drug may be. Right? It could be anything from the smallest drug like marijuana to the highest like crack cocaine or whatever the highest out there, fentanyl, whatever. You understand? It could be prescription, mix. It could be alcohol. It's a substance. Okay? And I know this young girl was impaired, and I know that I had somebody else there with her under the influence or knowing that this young girl was impaired. And I know that I have folks that turned the blind eye to it. Okay. We're going to put this back in the deck. You all seen what the ancestors threw out regarding Joshua Ribe. The energy is extremely on high. Okay? Violations going on in here. Illegal drugs. All right. Let's look at Joshua Ribe, ancestors clarity. Into the situation regarding Joshua Ribe in this case. And everything is allegedly. This flew out. Let's see what this is. Impaired. So, this too, I had to look at you, right? All right. So you're impaired. You're out there in nature. The nature just tell me you're out there in nature, in the wilderness, in the water, in the forest, and whatever. You're out there in nature. You're outdoors in nature. Here's the stranger. So here's some unaccustomed feelings. Right? Something you never felt before. Something happened here. Some unaccustomed things happen here in nature. So out there, something happened. Ancestor said this is low vibrational energy what happened. Here's the blood. Right? Somebody has been hurt, harmed, injured, and possibly deceased. Okay? Out there in nature. But I also got people that's impaired and someone who is impaired. So not only do I have to look at you impaired because you're intoxicated, but I got to look at a physical impairment because somebody has been abused. You understand? All right. Let's go a little deeper. Clarity, ancestors. Somebody is keeping somebody confined, right? Here's back to that harsh mistreatment, right? Back to that harsh mistreatment, that slave. Somebody's keeping somebody confined there in nature. I know that I had somebody who wanted to detach themselves already. You understand? So I got to look at this person, right? You're keeping somebody confined out there so you won't let them leave. And they want to leave. So now I got to look back to what the ancestors were saying about check somebody's arms. And this young girl could have well had some markings on her arms as well, right? From trying to get away and run away, whatever's going on in there. But because you're cleaning some things up at the water, you understand? All right, let's go a little deeper. Here's the traveling. So this is the distance. I know that this confined and somebody's trying to get away. You understand? They in here, they're trying to get away. So they're trying to away. So look deeper into this distance in this stranger. See, somebody's trying to leave because of the unaccustomed feelings that's going on in here. So they're experiencing some things in here that they don't like, so they want to leave. Okay? They want to leave at this point. All right? Here's the medicine. So somebody needs medical care and treatment and prevention of something. You know why somebody needs some medicine? They need medical care and treatment because here's the blood. Something happened. Something harmful happened. So now you need medical care because somebody done got abusive out there, right? You know why? Because you're under the influence, you're impaired, you're doing illegal drugs, right? You're sacrificing somebody because you want something that someone else have. You won't let them leave. Something happened here. All right, let's go a little deeper in here. Everything is allegedly, family. But I want you all to pay attention to what ancestors is bringing out here. So somebody's doing the talk. Look deeper into this, right? Somebody wanted to leave in here. They experienced unaccustomed feelings, right? They wanted to get away. Look, you didn't do this. You didn't just do this to yourself. That's one thing, right? You didn't do this to yourself. Somebody contributed to this. Yeah. They're afraid because they knew that this young girl needed medical care and treatment and prevention because something happened in here. You understand? They're afraid. Yeah, they don't want to go to right here, right? So during this time out there in nature, something happened, right? Something happened. And what happened don't look good. What happened in here, right? It doesn't look good. The thing is, that's why they cleaned it up in the water, all right? cleaned it up in the water. Something more happened, right? She didn't do this to herself. So I'm just going to leave that there. All right, let's look at this impaired. The thing is, you see the gossip and the talk? So while they are confining this person in nature, they actually having a discussion about this. Right? And this young girl is afraid as well. Because, see, somebody is discussing it. And you know what the discussion is? It's the discussion kind of go like, you ever know when somebody is abusive and they threaten you, right? Because this is a threat and she's afraid. And somebody threaten you with your life and they tell you, if you leave, I'm going to do X, Y, Z to you. Yeah. Just pay attention to that. Because they're actually having a conversation. They're talking about it. All right, let's look at the impaired. Yeah, abuse. Abuse on all-time high is what came out there. That nude, them violations. Yeah. All right. Allegedly. But we see what the ancestors is bringing through. Clarity into the impaired. Well. Thank you, ancestors. So you're impaired and somebody is abusing you. Not only are they threatening you with it, but they are physically abusing you. You see what's going on in here? So, again, I'm not just looking at an impairment because you're under the influence. I'm looking at an impairment because you physically cannot move in some kind of way, right? You've physically been injured in some kind of way, right? You need medical care and treatment because of something. You understand? Something happened. The evidence is on the arms. So not only do I have to look at her arms, but I got to look at the person who she was with arms. Because ancestors already told me that the scars was on the arms. To look on the arms. Because when this young girl was trying to detach herself and get away, that's where the markings are on the arms. So I got to look at the victim and the perpetrator, right? Whether you yanking yourself away because you're trying to get away, right? Or somebody is grabbing you to them and you can't get away, but the markings is on the arms, right? So they need to look at people's arms. I'm just going to say that, right? All right, let's go further into this impaired and abuse. People get you under the influence. Family can't trust folks. People will get you under the influence and they'll utilize that time to abuse you. You understand? Psychologically, physically, right? Emotionally, they will do this to you. You better know who you are having drinks with and who you are sharing your energy with out and about. All right. Abuse and impaired ancestors. Clarity. Here's the communication, right? So the media, just like the ancestors said. So you're doing the communication in here. You're impaired. They doing the abuse. They even discussing this, right? So not only are they verbally abusing you, but they physically in there doing some things, right? Could be throwing you around, whatever, right? But this is what's going on with her out there in nature, right? While somebody have her confined, they are talking to her recklessly, and they're doing things to her. They're just being reckless in here. Not to mention, somebody was obsessed with her. All right. I just want to go a little deeper into this, and then I'm closing this out. So that may be the high-pitched voice that she was telling me about. When somebody get upset or anxious about something, right? It may be a temperament thing. So some people, when they get upset with you, their voice could get deeper, but this person's voice get like a high pitch. Clarity, ancestors. Fate in relationships. Here's the fate in relationship. Here's the animal-like instance. So you're doing communication in here, you're getting abusive, right? You're having a fate in relationship. You know why you're having a fate in relationship? Because this person don't want to do what you want to do and they're ready to go. They want to leave. Somebody won't let this person leave. So now they're getting abusive with them and they're talking reckless in here to them, right? And there it is right there. All right. Ancestor said take a deeper look into this. Yeah, because you want to travel. You want to leave. You're experiencing unaccustomed feelings in here. So it's time to leave. And then look at this, right? Yeah. Something happened. Something more happened. Something sinister. The ancestor said something evil happened in there. So not only do I got to look at the nature of the situation, I got to look at when you was out there in nature, right? In the water, wherever you was out there. This girl was afraid. And she knew she needed medical care and treatment and prevention because something happened to her. So I can't look at her case as just a girl who went out into the water and drowned. Something happened before that point. Before she got to the water. I got her death in the water. Yeah, but something had already happened. They just used the water as a way to clean it up. Clean up all the evidence, right? All right, family, that's it. Take a deeper look at this. I know I said I wasn't going to tap in after this, but I'm going to tap in one more time because the ancestors just want me to tap into one more time. I don't know why, but let's just see. All right. And then I'm going to close this out. Thank you, ancestors. Yeah. Ooh, child. Come on through, ancestors. So that's somebody who she have a bond with. Look at the scream. Look at the quarrels in here. You understand? Look at the reunite. So you in here, I'm gonna leave this here, right? Because this is not, see, you're out there, you talking, you bonding with somebody, somebody's keeping you confined. This is somebody that you're bonding with, right? But now you're having quarrels in here. Because you know why you're having quarrels? Here's the scream. Because one person is ready to go, but the other person don't want you to go. So now is an altercation in here. Somebody's getting physical in here. Right? Because somebody's ready to go. They don't want you to go. They know if you go, you're not going to come back. Right? You're done with them after what you've seen, right? The unaccustomed things you have been through. They already know that. They're not trying to let you leave. All right. That's it. That's the read. Something more happened out there in the water, right? Something more happened. Now I got to look at everything the ancestors had brought to the light. All right, family, that's the reading, right? We're praying for this young girl's family, right? Also her safe return. We don't stop praying, right? We don't stop praying. because, you know, that's a parent's worst nightmare. I don't care how old you all may think. That's any parents. It doesn't matter how old you may be. Right? 20 years old, you expect your kids to go off to college, have a good time, party if that's what they choose to do, get their education, but come back safely, right? To their dorm or home. And unfortunately, this is not the case, right? This is not the case. It looked like she met her demise there, out there in nature, particularly the water, but I know that somebody is utilizing the water as a way to clean up some things. I also know that somebody has gotten physical with her in the course of time that they were with her, and that I have to look at timing, because timing is everything. The ancestor says somebody is not being truthful about the timing of events, all right, that occurred. I also know that, so I have some people that was under the influence, right? Not only do they have an addiction to some things, right, getting physical with some people, but also I got to look at some things that they may be into as well, right? Somebody has also brought illegal drugs along her path, and I got to look at someone being impaired, right? Being impaired. I have to look at someone being physically impaired as well. I have to look at somebody dying out there, right, in the water, but the ancestor said it's been a murder, so you contemplating on doing that to someone because somebody wanted to detach themselves from you. Not only did you speak about it, but you carried it out, so you didn't care if somebody did die out there in the water, right? Somebody didn't care if somebody did die out there in the water, because they already knew that that's how they was going to clean up some things, right? Backtrack some things, right? So they won't be implemented in it. So I have some things that's going on in here. I can't just say that, and everything that I've said is allegedly. I don't know these folks, right? I'm just speaking about what the ancestors bringing to the light here as far as the messages go, all right? I don't care about what they reporting on the news or what everybody else is saying. I don't care about that. I'm just speaking about what the ancestors has brought to the light here through the messages, right? That's all I'm speaking about. So everything is allegedly, right? The thing is, when I get a murdered out on someone, see, someone else played a role in that, right? Because you didn't do that to yourself. Most of the time, these murdered, it be premeditated. Something happened there. I can't look at her case as just she went out in the water and the current swept her away because it was high current. Something else, and that's what ancestors is bringing to the light. Something else happened before that point that they even speculating that happened to this young girl in the water. Something else took place, right? Someone sacrificed her because they wanted something that she had, right? Because they was obsessed with her in a certain kind of way. All right, I'm going to leave that there. You all can reanalyze the spread. You all can put the comments in the comment section. You all can keep me updated in this case, right? But I know I have more going on. I know that I had a female that knows some things and witnessed some things, and I know that I have a male that I have to watch out for who was also there, right? That's all I'm gonna say. And those of you all who is just coming in as well and who have to watch the replay, start at the 6-minute mark, because before then I didn't have a volume. I didn't realize that I had accidentally hit the mute button trying to plug in my gadget up there at the top so you all can view me. All right, so just hit the fast forward button to six minutes. I think it's 6 minutes and 20 seconds or so before I realized that after watching the comments from the family. You have a wonderful day as well. All in the cards, Linda. Yes, watch the replay and remember to fast forward it to 6 minutes and like 20 seconds. And I'll try to remember to jot it in here. All right. Good morning, Lavencia. Yes, everything is allegedly. I see you all in the cards. Lily S said she was with at least 2 friends. Met a guy there that they left her alone with him. Yeah, look at this. See, this is what the ancestors was talking about trusting people, right? Trusting people. You trust the wrong people, family. It costs you your life. Trusting the people that you trust, turning the blind eye up there. You leave your friend with somebody that you just met. We gotta teach our children better than that, right? If we raise them now, by the time they get to this age, I think they would use better judgment, right? You leave, you come with somebody, but you just, I know that we may all be adults, but you just leave your friend, you just turn the blind eye to, this is a stranger. The stranger is giving her illegal drugs to take. The stranger got her impaired. The stranger got physical with her. You understand? You just leave someone with someone you just met. You understand, family, what goes on? All right, family. I'm done with this case, right? Because I think it's getting my spirit agitated. All right? So I'm done with this. Linda say yes. They say his story changed about 4 to 5 times. Yeah, well, you know what, family? They need to start watching. They need to look at the arms, right? Because that was one thing that the ancestors tugged heavily on me about when I was coming up here to tap into this case. And I know she was giving something because I felt it in my throat, right? So something definitely was swallowed. And we're praying for the family, right? It doesn't matter how the messages may lie. We still pray for the safe return of the missing, right? And we pray for the strength and healing of the victim's family, right? So we are still praying, putting that energy out there into the universe, family, okay? Such a sad turnout, right? For even just her just being missing, right? So I'm going to leave it at that, family. I'm going to say I want you all to have a prosperous weekend, family. And I have something for the Patreon family that I'm going to post in a few. All right, family? Love you all, family.